Alright, so I hope by now you have a plan to get all of those things done. The hormones, accountability, daily routine, finding your purpose, your ikigai, and burning the bridges down. Then there are certain hacks and tips and tricks that might be beneficial for all of you to do. The first one is, alright, I have said this before, but get sunlight, right? Sunlight is the source of life. It's literally the source of life. It's going to give you more energy boost, to dopamine, and lower your prolactin as well. Sunlight in the morning to your eyes, to your skin, it's going to boost your energy like a motherfucker. Trust me on that. What I do usually is every morning when I get up, I go out of my house and just stare at the sun. I mean, not like you stare with your eyes open, just stare somewhere else that you don't look directly into the sun, but the sun still can hit your eyes. Right, so that's the first thing. Second thing is get your blood flow moving. One of the greatest things you can do is actually to do regular push-ups, right? If you do push-ups, what you will find is that there will be more blood going to your brain, and what this does, it sends all those nutrients you need for the brain to function even better, right? So also drink more water, because more water means better blood flow, alright? So you need those nutrients to your brain, so your brain can function well. So there's dopamine in it, right? You need dopamine, I need dopamine. Everyone needs dopamine. It's the motivational hormone. Remember about how important hormones are. So the next thing is find a way where you can actually enjoy the hard things in life. For example, you hate to read books, right? You have a routine where you need to read books, but you know you hate reading books so much. What you can do is you blend in with an activity that you love. For example, when it's time for you to read those books, you get an ice cream for you to read those books. So when it's time for you to read those books, you don't just think like, oh shit, I got to read those books. No, you think it's time for my ice cream today, right? So don't go buy ice cream during other time of the day. Only buy ice cream when you want to read those books. Rewarding yourself is key, guys. Remember, we are lazy motherfuckers. So if you want to be a productive motherfucker who's not fucking lazy all the fucking day long, you have to think of ways to make yourself enjoy the things that you hate. For example, for me, back then when I was working in 9 to 6, at the end of the day, I like to go to the cyber cafe, right, and to play some video games. And at first I think it was a bad idea for me to go and play video games, but at the end of that video game session, there was an extra time for like 20 to 30 minutes, right? So I used those time to actually by the way, I was only playing for like an hour, not more than an hour. So, but I have those 20 to 30 minutes extra time, which I will use it to learn about social skills, which also builds me a lot of foundational knowledge on social skills back then, which is very, very good for me. So the thing is, there was no other time where I learned about social skills thoroughly, except for the time when I have finished my gaming session at the cyber cafe. The moment I went to the cyber cafe is actually one of the best things for me to upgrade my knowledge about my social skills and get that done. There are a lot of ways you can implement to make the hard things feel fun and easy. You just got to be creative with it, right? Video games can be a great tool as well, like I said before. Maybe you have to study about a topic you really hate, like biology or something. So before that biology study time, you play a short game for 15 minutes. Then after that studying about biology, you play a little bit more of video games for like 15 minutes. So you are, you are burgering those activities so that you don't feel like it's something hard to do. And I know some people are gonna hate this, saying, "Oh, the fuck video games, man? You don't need fucking video games, anime, movies, all of these stupid things. You shut the fuck up, man. Who cares? As long as you getting in the things that you have to do, then guys, go ahead and play some video games you want, right? Stop demonizing these so-called bad activities, wasting time activities, unproductive activities. They're not unproductive if you're using it in a strategical way. If you're using it to get the things done for you. Alright, one more thing you can do is actually motherfucker, these fucking ambulances, man. I was saying the next thing you can do is actually setting up a playlist for you for certain scenarios of your time. This is also one of the biggest and craziest hacks that you can ever do, which is also something that Team 3D Alpha Megan taught me. Not me, but in his videos actually, he talked about there are certain times where you feel unmotivated, you feel lazy, you feel depressed, you feel you're just down, you don't know what to do, and in that moment you create a playlist for every of that emotions. For example, lazy, I have a playlist. If I feel lazy, there are certain songs that will ramp me up and make me motivated as hell. Then there are playlists about me to get motivation. There are playlists for me to feel when I am feeling down. There are playlists for me if I'm doing a deep work, I want to focus more. There are playlists for me when I am working out as well. So use only these playlists if you really need them. Don't just spam it every time you work out, every time you're doing hard work, every time you're doing deep work, because then it will remove the effect of you wanting to do those work. So only listen to this playlist if you feel that you need that extra motivational boost for that time. Alright, so that's the tips giving you. I think that's all that I have to give to you. Is there anything I'm missing? Let me check. Alright, so there's actually one more thing you can do, which is stop being humble. I know it sounds counterproductive, counterintuitive, but I mean look at Andrew Tate himself, right? He is bragging like he doesn't even care. He has these Lambos, these chicks, this money, and his fighting skills. He brags a lot. And what does that do actually? Enforces your dopamine reward system to actually motivate you to do the hard things. Because when you do the hard things, you reward yourself and you brag about it, it actually creates reinforcement of that habits itself. If you brag about being rich, it actually enforces those habits that which makes you rich. To just brag, alright? I mean, don't go over the top and brag like you're the only rich motherfucker on earth. But brag a little bit, guys. Don't be so humble. People who are too humble, actually, this is an unpopular opinion, but people who brag so much, they're actually shy, they're introverts, they are not confident in themselves. If you brag, it means you own yourself. You are confident if who you are. So just brag, guys. Just brag. It doesn't mean you're a nasty little asshole who doesn't care about anybody else. No, it's just you celebrating your own wins, right? The reason we feel good about bragging is because we are social creatures. We want power. We want authority, we want validation. So just brag off. I mean don't go over the top and brag like a crazy motherfucker, but do some bragging, alright? I hope you get the point that it reinforces the good habits so that you will keep doing the good habits for you to keep on bragging and bragging and bragging. Alright guys, so I hope this helps. If it does help, please give me a feedback or something. Or if you have any questions, you can hit me up on my email. You can find probably somewhere here, right? Right, so see you.